So I was just because saw it a couple of times.
Oh, and Alex isn't shipping. Look at that. Hello.
Hey, there you go.
And Colin's around.
A couple people in chat were asking, "Hey Ben, what was with that loading ready run stream earlier today?"
Wait, what?
Well, I'm sitting at home watching Desert Bus, and then I get a Twitch notification that says, "Loading ready run is going live with Crossing the Streams," and I'm like, "The hell we are." What?
And it turns out that for a brief portion, I was trying to do a recording, and instead of start recording, I typed in start streaming. Which, honestly, the fact that those buttons are so close to each other and they're like really skinny and stuff like that is just sort of a recipe for disaster.
So Ben, you can actually make a second account on your computer where you can just log in as loading ready run and keep all your loading ready run stuff there.
That's
wow, the callback.
That's a really That's a really good idea, Ian. I wish I had thought of it.
And I haven't actually seen it, but specifically it was while you were recording some of the footage for that anime intro.
Yes.
So it was like the face rig stuff on green screen.
Yeah.
That must have been very strange with no context.
The whole chat was just like popping off. And then I'm like, all right, I think I'm all set up to do this. I was like, okay, I did the thing. I'm going to stop recording. And then I see that it's like, oh, the button for... I guess I didn't record it. And then I see now streaming. And I'm like, wait, why is it broadcasting my bandwidth right now? Oh, no. Quickly run over to the alert channel.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was funny. There was just a lot of confused people.
I do wish that the buttons on OBS were a little bit more obvious.
Well, I don't use regular OBS typically. Like I use Streamlabs.
Do you Streamlabs OBS?
Yeah.
Good old slobs.
Because I know that regular OBS has the option to warn me before or ask me before going live. Does Slobs not have that as well?
You can, but you can disable it.
If regular
I
OBS,
disable it too.
If regular OBS has that, it must be disabled by default because it has never asked me.
Yeah, that was to be the same thing. Because like the other week, I streamed WoW on a slow night, and I was like, or on a night, I was like, I don't want to do a lot. I'm going to play WoW. Just chill out. I can't play Hades. And chat was quiet for the first 20 minutes. I'm like, that makes sense. It is WoW. It's not the most exciting thing to watch. And then I look over. And I have been pretending to stream for 20 minutes with full, talking to chat and, getting in the groove and talking about Desert Bus coming up and not streaming. Oh my gosh. Hit start streaming, and sure enough, chat starts populating. Oh my God.
I think Alex and I did that once for... Was it me and Alex? Or was it... Who was it? It was a couple people, and live for, 20, 30 minutes, and... Chat was having an animated discussion, and there was enough feedback that it just seemed like we were live, because there was just enough stuff that could be interpreted as being on topic, and then eventually someone was like, "You're not live." We're like, what? But we've been talking to people. We had not been talking to people.
That's amazing.
It. Yeah,
incredible.
I believe Surge has done the same thing as well from home too.
I haven't had a bad stream incident like that, but I have tweeted directing people to the wrong stream account.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time at the office.
I did that at work.
I've never done that. Oh,
come check out AFK on tiltyhouse.com. Wait, nope.
Come check out our CK plays at twitch.tv/RayFK. Oh no.
Oof.
Yeah.
Are you winning, guys? Well, I mean, the bus is still going, so we got that going for us, which is nice.
We haven't crashed.
The graph is moving.
Yeah. Zanzibar says, I've done this muted on Discord. Oh, I mean, I think everyone here multiple times has done, the thing where you're talking, and there's, a group voice chat, and you're talking, and again, there's enough feedback that sounds like they're responding to you that it just feels like you're occasionally being talked over, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, I really feel like people, hey, are you just, just ignoring me now? I don't know I've been muted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I will say
muted for this entire adventure.
I will say this, and it's with zero shade to Matt, but it kind of goes because you and Serge and James all have the Go XLR thing. There is nobody I know, maybe except for Cameron, who leaves themselves on mute more than all the people in our friend group that have a Go XLR. Because they're all like, I've got a cool little mute feature, and I could just do all this. And constantly, you all just forget to unmute yourself.
That's because you end up like triple muted. You end up with like the mute in the Go XLR, and then the mute in whatever application you're using.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because even though the Go XLR says you're muted, I don't trust that, so I should mute myself somewhere else as well.
The fact
anecdotally, I think Cameron still has it. There's been a lot of like the Kathleen's Island tour streams where he's just been very quiet for a while, and other people are talking, and then you just hear like, "Oh my god."
Yeah,
it's not so much.
He does it at our meetings all the time too. Like that's what I said, except for Cameron. I don't know what he does, but he's the exception. He'll just keep himself muted always.
I think it might just be because I'm a professional, but it doesn't happen on Loading Ready Run streams. But when I'm streaming from home, there's a reason there's a running joke that Ian can't start a stream with audible text every time.
I left my home stream running yesterday until my Desert Bus shift started, and nobody told me. I didn't get a message on Twitter. I didn't get a message anywhere. I sat down to start Desert Bus, and I was like, huh, why is OBS still streaming? Why is OBS still recording?
Whoops.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, the DBN.
Well, apparently Go XLR boards are available, says Sean Mr. Wick. Or Sean Wick.
Are they all like
must be
horrendously
nice.
overpriced right now? They're like $1,000 last time I checked on Amazon.
I think it was
absurd.
I think it was late March into May when it came up that we needed to get. I think it was like we were trying to outfit Dale with something so he could do stuff on Dice Friends, and we were like, oh, literally nowhere in town has webcams.
Yeah,
because everyone was like, pivot.
Yeah, it looks like there's a Goxler for 500, but there's not Goxler minis.
Everybody's streaming, and then I was it you, Matt, that mentioned in the friend Slack how you're like, I look forward to like the aftermath of all this, where it's just like so many postings of like barely used streaming equipment and stuff like that on like used websites.
I talked about
everybody.
And I don't know if it was in Slack or if it was on Twitter or something, but I definitely was like, in like 5 years, there's going to be like the Rubbermaid tub of streaming equipment that we all bought during the pandemic, in the same way that people, in the same way that people had Rubbermaid tubs full of Rock Band instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're going to see people trying to give away like 5 Logitech C920s.
Please, someone take my Elgato Stream Deck.